Hey, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about that one thing that gets all of us, procrastination. And we're going to do it with a strategy that is so simple, so effective, it honestly feels like a cheat code for productivity. So let's just start with this question. What if you could? It sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? 2 minutes to beat something that can literally hold you back for hours, or days, or even weeks? But trust me, stick with me here because that tiny little window of time, that's where all the magic happens. Okay, so first things first, let's really get what the problem is. Because here's the thing, it's often not that one giant, scary project that paralyzes us. No, it's the slow, creeping dread from what I like to call the procrastination pileup. And you know what? That is the perfect way to describe it. It's not one big hit. It's the buildup of all these countless, tiny, unfinished things that just suck the energy and willpower right out of you. Each one feels like no big deal on its own, but man, together, they create this massive, invisible weight. Does this list look a little familiar? It's like the background noise of our lives, right? The text you looked at and thought, oh, I'll get back to that later. The coat you just threw on a chair. And there's a real psychological reason this feels so draining. It's something called the Zygarnik effect. Our brains are basically hardwired to get stuck on unfinished tasks, creating all these little open loops that are constantly stealing our focus. And this is the most important part. All that clutter, that mental pileup, it creates this feeling that you're always behind. It's like this little voice in your head that whispers, you can't even handle the small stuff, so how are you ever going to tackle that big, important goal? It is an absolute motivation killer. All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the good part, the fix. And the best part is, the answer isn't some super complex system or a pricey app. Nope, it's just a simple, powerful rule. And there it is. That's the whole thing right here. If a task pops into your head and you figure it'll take you less time than it does to make a cup of coffee, you just do it. You don't put it on a list, you don't schedule it for later, you just get it done. Right then. 120 seconds. That's it. That's your new filter for making decisions. And what's so amazing about this number is just how many productive things you can actually do in that time. See, this isn't about finding more time in your day. It's about using these tiny little windows way more effectively. Now, this is really important. The whole point of this rule is to completely bypass your normal productivity systems for these little things. Think about it. The act of adding "take out the trash" to a to-do list sometimes takes more mental effort than just grabbing the bag and walking it outside. This is all about cutting out the middleman. But why? Why does something so simple work so well? Well, it's not magic. It all comes down to the incredibly powerful psychology of momentum. This is the fundamental truth here. Procrastination absolutely thrives when you're doing nothing. It feeds on that decision to just sit there. The second you take a physical action, I don't care how small it is, you break that cycle. You prove to your own brain that you're the one in control. And this chart just lays it out so perfectly, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that downward spiral we all know so well. But look at the right. By just doing one tiny thing, you get a quick win, a little satisfying hit of dopamine. That feeling of accomplishment, it starts to build on itself. It creates momentum, and suddenly you feel more capable, more ready to take on the next thing, and the next. And this quote just says it all. You're not just wiping a counter or sending a quick reply. You are literally manufacturing the psychological fuel, the confidence, the energy that you need to finally sit down and work on that big, meaningful project you've been putting off. Okay, so we've talked about what the rule is and why it works so well. But knowledge without action, it's just trivia. So let's make this real, right now. This is your 2-minute challenge. No, I'm serious. Think about it. As you're listening to me, just scan your room or scan your mental to-do list. What is one tiny thing that fits this rule? Putting that one cup in the dishwasher? Sending a one-line reply to an email? Just find one thing. So here's your action plan. It's incredibly simple. You've already done step 1 now. And I'm not kidding, I actually want you to pause this and go do that one thing. Seriously, go. And when you come back, I just want you to notice that small, but very real feeling of being accomplished. That's the engine starting. And that's it. That is the whole strategy. It's a simple rule that stops that awful pileup and starts a chain reaction of positive momentum. It's not about trying to find more hours in the day. It's about taking back those little 2-minute windows to build a more productive, proactive life. So I'll leave you with this. Your next 2 minutes are right around the corner. What are you going to do with